Hey everybody, Harold here. Another Power BI video on the visual calculations. As I promised, I'm going to do this one on the range function, some advanced DAX. Range is not included in the default functions in the drop-down list in new calculations. I'll just show you. Got a matrix here, year, month, day in the rows, category in the columns, total sales in the values. New calculation. Uh, So yeah, if you hit FX, doesn't tell you there's any kind of range function. Range, however, is the most versatile function I have found in this. It's only available in the Visual Calcs, not in regular DAX. I've gone ahead and pre-made some Visual Calc measures that I've just hidden. I'm going to go ahead and just work in this window, show them to you one by one, and let you see how range works. Range is Well, the definition is it returns an interval of rows within the given axis relative to the current row. So you can use the axis, rows, or columns. Interval will be comprised of either the last rows before the current one or the first rows after the current one. Note the term rows, step, first step, rows. The range arguments are the step. That's the number of rows, whether or not to include the current row. The axis, how to handle blanks, which is reserved for future use, and the reset is when to start the count over. So let's get into it. The first one I have here is, let's put it up here and edit. Rolling total sales last 6 rows. Again, I pointed this out in my moving average video. This is not the last 6 days, months, years, whatever interval you have, that you would use in date add or something like that. This is just going back whatever rows according to the current filter context. If you're on years, it's going to go back and sum up year totals, 6 years. If you're on months, etc., days, etc. So, rolling total sales, last 6 rows. I use my format currency at the beginning and end. Wrap them, because you can't do that. Not available. You have to format them this way. Then I use to calculate. I want to sum the sum of sales, my range. So I use calculate with a sum as the expression. Then the filter is range minus 5, which is the step going backwards. This one and minus 5. Then format it as currency, of course. I already said. So when I lock that in, get rolling total sales last 6 rows up here. So at the year level, they add up 6 rows. There aren't 6, so just adds those 4. The month level, after 6 rows, the 6,000 drops off and the 8,000 picks up, so on and so forth. At the day level, after 6 rows, the first number drops off and it picks up the next one. So this is a rolling total of sales. Uh, there's no rolling total function, but that's what this does. So I think that's pretty cool. Again, use these sparingly, but that's a great function. This is range, so rolling sum is entirely possible with this range. So X that one out, hide it. We'll go to the next one. They have a moving average calculation, but you can do it with range too. So collapse my matrix. Moving average, let me blow that up a little for you guys. You can put your cursor in here and hit scroll to uh, magnify these just like up in the regular formula bar. Moving average last 6 rows equals format, and here I use an iterator, an average X, arguments, the range -5, same last 5, include this one, sum of sales, currency. So instead of a rolling total, doing a moving average, and that looks correct. The 6 rows, of course, only 4. The total adds up all the averages, by the way. Be aware of that. Uh, at the month level, going to go 6 months, and then move, drop off the first one. And at the day level, it's going to go 6 days, then move and drop off the first one. So, and pick up, of course, pick up the next one. So you can do moving average with the range function. Let's hide that one. Now let me go back to, well, no, let's go on. Total, what do we got here? Edit calculation. Total sales following 6 rows. Okay. Uh, and this one's a little different. 2 reasons. If you want to do following, it's a positive number. So format calculates sum of sales range +6. Following 6 rows, the 6 rows after this current period. The false argument, include current, false. That means the first one is not included in the calculation. Rows does it by rows, and currency formats it. So the rows is an axis. So let's change a couple of these arguments. Let's change false to true for include current. Now you see we have that first value. And let's edit this one more time. Show you the axis argument. If we change that to columns, right now it's going down the row. If we change it to columns, lock that in. So let's, now it's going across the column. So let's move along. Let's hide this one. That was include current and access arguments. Let's unhide this next one. This one's a good one. You can do more than just short stack statements. You can add filters to your heart's content. To remember, whatever you're filtering by, that column has to be individual, hidden, or not. So furniture sales, total furniture sales, last 6 rows. Format, calculate, sum of sales, filtering a virtual table of only category furniture, formatted as currency. Let y'all look at that real quick. Furniture sales, last 6 rows. Okay. So what that's doing is only showing the furniture sales, adding them up for the last 6 rows. There's nothing here in tech, nothing in office supplies. So you can do a lot of advanced DAX. You can take this and do whatever you want in DAX with it. That's just to show you a kind of a simple advanced DAX example. So let's hide that one. Now I want to show you how you can use the reset to decide when to reset this. So you would have, you could do year to date, month to date, quarter to date. Let's edit this one. So rolling total sales, last 6 periods, year to date. Last 6 rows year to date. Gotta remember it's rows. Format calculates sum of sales. The range -5 and include the current one. Rows is the axis. I want to reset at the highest parent. If you haven't seen any of my other videos on this, the highest parent is year. Year is the parent of month. Month is the parent of day. When that's locked in, we now get rolling total sales that should reset from December 31 to January 1. Go check. And yes, the last value on 12/31/2014 is $5,817. It resets for the single value sold on January 2nd, 2015, and it reset. So yes. Um, the other side of that coin is the lowest parent. In this case, well, let's just change this one to, call this MTD, and change the lowest parent. Lock that in. And if we go to the break between months, somewhere here, 11/30 to 12/1, you can see the 12/1 value is a reset value. So it's breaking at the month. Other thing you can do with this, besides highest parent and lowest parent, I've shown this in some of the other videos also. You drop quarter in here, and now you have another level. You can change the argument to an integer also. The middle one here would be 2 since they're 3. So 2. And you can call that rolling total sales last 6 QTD. And this will reset at the quarter level. Of course, some of this doesn't make any sense. I'm just showing you how it works. So at the end of quarter 1, March 31, March to April 1, so reset. First value in April is 108.40. First rolling total sales is 108.40. So there you go. I thought this was pretty cool. Hope you did too. Remember, use them sparingly, but do use them. They're pretty cool, and range is the most flexible, versatile one I've seen yet. Uh, got at least one more to do on the first, last, previous, and next, but I hope you like this one. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please like it and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks, everybody.